Hi guys, and welcome to another Train Sim. Hang on, no, to the first Train Sim 2021 video. Excited isn't the word for me at the minute, but I'm just going to make a very quick comment about this before we get any further. This is Train Sim 2021. This is nothing to do with Train Sim World, and it is not available on console. Right, now I've got that out of the way, let's get on with the good stuff. Okay, so I've been sent this. I've heard some rumours about bits and pieces. Of course, little things trickle through. You never know what's true and what's not. Some things have been confirmed, some things have been debunked. But this was long awaited. They were quite quiet about this. They did say, made some hints to there is going to be a 2021 in some of the streams Sam did a little while ago. So it's nice to actually see this come to fruition. I'm going to go through the video as well. We'll do that last, and I'm not going to play the music on it. I'll just talk through what we're seeing, really. Because the music ends up being copyright strikes, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to read through the blurb. Have my initial thoughts is what you're going to hear. These aren't my thought out thoughts. These are just literally my reactions. As you'll see in them live, I'm quite excited, as you can probably tell, because it's my thing. It's my thing. I love it. Right. Train Simulator 2021 is coming to Steam on the 17th of September with new Steam Workshop functionality and our brand new route, West Coast Main Line, South, London Euston to Birmingham in the Deluxe edition. Okay, two things I'll take from that. Steam Workshop, new Steam Workshop functionality. Does that actually mean it's fixed? Or are we going to see something new in there? I'm not sure what they could put in new, but that is a bit exciting for those that use Workshop, and for those that still need it for certain things, at least it will be fixed, because it's not been particularly good recently, has it? I've just had a thought, actually. That might link into something else. Train Simulator 2021 puts you in control of iconic locos such as the BR Class 68, the DB BR 648, the MD F7. So the MD F7, is that actually a new model, or is that the original one that was out donkey's years ago? I never played it with the Clinchfield Railway. Always reminds me of hemorrhoids for some reason. The Deluxe edition of Train Simulator will also include our brand new route, the West Coast Main Line, South, London Euston to Birmingham, which features Avanti for the first time in Train Simulator with their BR... It's not a BR Class 390 Pendolino, but there you go, in Avanti West Coast livery. So first thing you can take from that, guys, is like we kind of knew was going to happen at some point, we are getting the DTG 390 back. In what state, I don't know. Has it had any work to improve the FPS, apart from just the reskin? I hope so. Would I be really fussed if it hasn't? Not really. At least we'll have got it back, and people that didn't get it first time around will have the chance to get it. So that's really good news. Really, really pleased with that. Also, with Train Simulator 2021, we've introduced an improved Steam Workshop, which will provide easy access to thousands of community creations. Expand on your routes and locos by selecting user-created scenarios on Steam Workshop without ever leaving Train Simulator. It doesn't sound new. Let's see if they've overhauled it in a way that works better. That's only positive for the people that use it. Find out more about the 3 routes featured in Train Sim 2021 and the addition of West Coast Main Line South that comes with the Deluxe edition. Yes, I would like to find out some more. So, this is the real exciting bit for us. And I'll go into why once I've read the little bit about this route. And then I'll be able to tell you something that you guys won't know just yet. So, in the Train Simulator 2021 Deluxe Edition, you can experience the pinnacle of high-speed travel in the UK. And bustling commuter services with West Coast Main Line South featuring the BR Class 390 and Avanti West Coast livery. This 113-mile point-to-point route goes from London Euston to Birmingham New Street, and en route you'll be travelling through multiple commuter towns and typical English countryside. There are many key landmarks along the line, including the skylines of both London and Birmingham, making for a very, very iconic and recognisable journey. Well, I hope so. So, West Coast Main Line South in all its glory. We've had a version of the West Coast Main Line South for a long, long time. Alex55 started on... Well, he didn't start it, actually. It was Photon 66, if I remember, started it a long, long time ago over on UKTS. And it's been eventually been upgraded and upgraded and upgraded and upgraded. Alex55 very recently, actually, did a release to 5.4, I think. And it's a very good route, but it is very heavy on dependencies. So this is going to make a big, big difference. Now, there are a lot of ifs and buts with this route. This is a big route. It is a big, big route, and it's a very detailed route in real life. There are a lot of key landmarks, as they say. And just to list the skylines of London and Birmingham as the highlights is a bit worrying, I'd say. but not. You've got things like Milton Keynes, you're going through all of those different places. The scenery is also really cool in some of the bits, like when you get north of Milton Keynes and all of that. It is pretty. The canal network and everything. So I'm really hoping they've done a good job with this. If any of their previous sort of British routes or anything to go on, then we're not awful. We're not awful. DTG generally pump out a decent quality of route. I mean, Fife Circle had some pretty horrible emissions, but on the whole, it looked pretty. And then if you go further back, there's some really good routes from DTG, things like Chatham Main Lines and things like that. Some really nice routes out there that DTG have done before. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they're doing with this. What we're seeing there is the 390 in Advanti livery, and then the 222 in Avanti livery as well. 221 in Avanti livery. I'm guessing there'll be something commutery as well with that. My hunch is the 350. What livery that's in, or what state, or what one we get from that, I don't know. I don't know. So I think they've only got, there's a Thomson one, isn't there? So we'll have to wait and see with that. But yeah, really excited. The exciting bit for us is that the merge potential is pretty big. We had sort of known of routes coming from Birmingham for a while, and we had also started working on our own Birmingham New Street over at ATS. And with this announcement, I can tell you now we are, I think, about 2 miles of scenery left to do until we would have been at New Street. So once this route comes out, it shouldn't take us long, and I mean really should not be long at all, before we can hopefully merge the East Coast Main Line South with the missing link. That will give us from Euston up to Wigan, Warrington, so right one end to the other, near enough, and then it's only something like, is it under 20 miles from there to Preston, and then we can link onto the West Coast Main Line North merge, which is over Shap and North. So we are looking at probably a 20-30 mile section now of the missing link to be finished before you'll be able to do London Euston to Glasgow Central or Edinburgh via Birmingham. Now remember, this is via Birmingham, this isn't via Trent Valley. We cannot merge Trent Valley in because of the way Thomson's end user license agreement is. It stops us being able to do anything with it. So it'll be via Birmingham, but still we should hopefully have a full merge of the East Coast Main Line within a couple of maybe 8 weeks. A full run. I'd be very, very impressed with that. Very, very, very impressed with that. So we're hoping at ATS to have this out before the end of September. The initial section, so added onto the missing link. So this will go from Samwell and Dudley. You've got new station at Dudley Port, new Smithick Galton Bridge, Smithick Rolfe Street, and then New Street. So we've had the 3 new custom models there. So Dudley Port's been custom built, Smithick Galton Bridge has been custom built, Rolfe Street's been custom built. They are all done. It's just some of the little scenery bits beside them now that needs to be added in, and then when we get this route and this route is out, we can then merge it, which usually doesn't take too long, which is quite nice. Just one little section like that, it should be quite easy to do, and we're really looking forward to it. I say that, big caveat on this, if it comes out and there's something we have to drastically do, then of course it's going to take longer, but I am saying my initial, what we want to happen, that's not guaranteed that it will happen, but I'm very, very excited about that. Right, Norwich Ashes Barn. Have we had this before? In Train Simulator, 80km Kiel Lübeck Railway will allow you to drive. Oh, I'm really bad at this. Schleswig Holstein at its scenic best aboard a working traction such as the DBBR 648 DMU and the DBBR 218 diesel locomotive, taking passengers across the stunning vistas and through the heart of forested plains. That looks very, very nice, doesn't it? It's a pretty big. I don't know if any of you have ever seen the re-railing video with one of these on YouTube. It literally looks like it's quite cool. The earliest sections of the line were opened in 1866 in an effort to link communities of Holstein with the Baltic ports. However, rails wouldn't reach Lübeck until 1873 after the founding of the German Empire. Once fully open, the railway is operated by multiple companies, primarily transporting passengers who were visiting the stunning locations of the region. By the 1930s, journey times across the route averaged in at 150 minutes, with the Diesel Express getting that down to 95. Today's regional services can transfers the line in a little over an hour. Nice. Right, Clinchfield we've already seen. I'm not going to go on about that. It's been out for a couple of months now, isn't it? I haven't driven it myself. It does look very, very pretty. Lots of trees and everything. I haven't watched a video on it or anything, to be honest with you. And then you've got 5 Circle included. So it looks like you're getting 5 Circle, Clinchfield, and Kiel Lubeck as your normal version, your standalone version, and then you're going to get the West Coast Mainline South in the Deluxe edition. It's a 5 Circle. We've all seen 5 Circle. I've got a review of that as well, so we don't need to worry about that too much. Just to explain how this works, because the same questions get asked, and it isn't obvious to those that are new to Train Simulator. So if you own Train Simulator 2020 or 2019 or 2018, regardless of what version of it you own, in theory, come the 17th of September, you will automatically update the core game. So the core engine, the core changes, you will transfer over to TS 2021. Okay, that does not mean that you get any of the extra routes. If you want these extra routes, you can buy them, and it will not overwrite your original train sim. It will just add the routes you don't have in. So quite often there'll be a bundle at say $24.99, but you've got 3 routes in there, so it means they're all pretty cheap. I don't know what the price is going to be for the Deluxe edition. I'm not even going to guess at the moment, but a lot of us I think are going to go for the Deluxe edition. One other big question that's always asked is, will the Deluxe edition route come as standalone? Yes. Yes, it will. That has been already agreed, already seen confirmation of that on the Dovetail forums already today. So that has been agreed that it will come out standalone as well. So all in all, what do I see this as? What do I think? Okay, I don't think there's going to be massive core changes in this. I hope they might have tweaked something in the background that has meant that we are going to get some core changes. That would be nice. The workshop stuff sounds like the real core update at the minute. And fingers crossed that might stop some of you guys that use a lot of workshop stuff getting your out of sync errors and all of that. So it should fix the workshop. Will it fix big out of memory errors that a lot of people have been having every now and again, or that sort of thing? The honest answer at the moment is we don't know. They haven't told us if there's anything else being added. Usually DTG are pretty good at saying that they're going to do something and either not doing it or say they're going to do something and doing it. They very rarely don't say they're going to do something and it not happen, or it happen. So let's hope that did that make sense? That probably didn't make any sense at all, did it? So what they don't tend to do is add something that they haven't already announced. They like to announce everything they have done. So with them not announcing anything now, that doesn't necessarily mean it hasn't happened. It just means that they haven't announced it now. So we might find in a week or two's time on one of the streams, they might say, oh, we have also done X, Y, and Z that has upgraded the core engine, and some people have noticed X, Y, and Z, or we're hoping that this has cured this. So we don't know yet, but we'll know by time of release. Shall we watch the video? Because I want to see if it's got any... it doesn't look like it's going to have any of West Coast Mainline South in it, but let's look and see if it's got it. And I want to mute this pretty much straight away. Go big! Now give me my sounds. Oh, is it not going to do it because it's in the standalone, the standout player? Can I watch it in the actual YouTube? Yeah. So 68 5 Circle, we all know about that one. Clinchfield F7. I don't know if the F7's been upgraded or anything like that for the Clinchfield. I should really check that out. Looks better than the original. I think the cab did. So 5 Circle, a lot of people like to bash 5 Circle, and yes, it's got a lot of things wrong with it, but it isn't really the worst route out there at all, I don't think. I've had some good fun with it. It was pretty lacking in certain areas, and Edinburgh was weird, but it's all right. It's all right. Oh, it has got a bit of the 390 in it. Oh, that was it. Oh, I like the little teaser at the end there. Show another little look there. Where was that? So yeah, livery looks nice. Always liked the Avanti livery on the Pendolino anyway. Never really was a big fan of the logo. But yeah, that was a nice little tease. Nice little tease there. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's always worth having a read of these to see who's got what. Because you can usually pick some bits out. There we go. Straight away. First thing I am noticing is Train Italia. West Coast Rail Limited. Trademark of Freightliner Limited. And used logos registered trademark of Deutsche Bahn. Used as a trademark. This is the interesting one. The London Midland trademark is owned by the Go Ahead Group. Produced under license for SCMG Enterprises. Right. So does that mean we've got Avanti and London Midland? Because surely they weren't around at the same time, were they? Surely Avanti was after. It would be LNR, London, whatever it is now. One of the WMR, LMR, LNMR, WR, BMW, blah, blah, blah. Nothing, no idea what it is now. You know what it is. You know what I mean. Am I that fussed about that? It's a bit odd, but it keeps in with their licensing thing, and they like to be licensed. So there we go. That's not too bad. Okay, so that's told us at least some things that that it's probably going to come with something London Midland liveried. So I guess will be a 350, which would be nice. Or it could just be that it's just come with station signs. I don't know. We'll have to wait till a bit later on to see any of that. But that'll be cool. Okay, I'm going to stop waffling on now, and there'll be more of these updates. I'll do another one of these updates as soon as we know anything about Train Sim 2021. I will have a video about it, because for me, super exciting. Super exciting. We're not left in the dirt just yet, lads. The death of TS is coming. The death of TS is coming. According to what's been released over the past couple of months for TS Classic, I don't think so. We're in a very buoyant phase with Train Sim Classic at the minute, so this is only a good thing for me. This is only a good thing for me. Alright, and guys, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. Head over to alanthomsonsim.com for all your latest and greatest Train Sim needs. Head over to Twitch on a Sunday and Wednesday from 7 PM, and also check over on the Facebook group. That'll keep you up to date with what's going on the streams as well. But it also gives you a chance to chat about real world trains, any sort of simulation, whether it be ships, planes, trains, trucks. We have the conversation with it all there. And yeah, I'll keep you posted. Want to hear your thoughts in the comments, please, guys. Your thoughts in the comments. Right, once again, thanks ever so much, guys. Catch you next time.